Fam, you saw that video. You saw that. You saw that press conference yesterday, right? Looking like solid leadership, fam. 49ers DC Robert Saleh, OC Klay Kubiak, special teams coach Brant Boyer. Did you get that feeling of confidence, a new beginning, getting rid of all that other stuff that was a problem and correcting it? I sort of got that feeling when I was watching that yesterday. I was juiced. Now this will go into the 2025 season with new coordinators that won't be considered questionable. This was the thing last year. When you think about last 2 years, yeah, for the last 2 years, we had, is he going to be able to handle this? As soon as the first 2 or 3 games go by, see, this is what I mean. This dude has no control over that unit whatsoever. You know, we were going through all that, right? But that's the first season in a long while to recover and recharge. San Francisco has a great chance to establish domination once again. You can see it now. Oh, you can see it. The attitude out in camp. But I got people like Trent Williams and CMC. I mean, CMC would be there. CMC would probably be there all year long if they didn't put him out. But you got Nick Bosa, Trent Williams out there early. I mean, in a session they don't even have to be at. See, the mood is shifting already. To the phones we go, fam, to go for your take on yesterday's press conference with the new coaching leaders and what you took away from that conference to say about their plans for the upcoming 2025 season. Are you feeling rejuvenated? Are your hopes and everything else being revived? I mean, shit. Let's get right in. Robert Saleh. He said yesterday, Thursday, that he had no interest in filling that role for any other team than the one he worked for from 2017 to 2020. Fam, you can be honest. Did you get that little grippy feeling when he said that? I could tell he was sincere. I said, Robert, you didn't have to leave in the first place. I'm glad you're back. And by the way, Saleh plans for the team do not include following the same scripted the second stint with the guys as before. Saleh has evolved, and that brilliant defensive mind of his has grown over the past 4 years as a head coach of the Jets. And remember now, the Jets weren't getting their brains beat out by a lot of points every week. Teams were beating them by small margins, but they didn't have any offense that could do anything about it. He told reporters that he'll be taking things from that run, his earlier 49ers time, and elsewhere to put together a different defensive approach that he's used in the past. Saleh said, quote, "For sure it's evolved. You're always trying to stay 2 years ahead of the offense." I was already impressed with that because Saleh, the chess player that he is, he's already moving around things on the board, man. So here's what they're going to anticipate, this, and this. You're going to see, you almost have to use the term scientific with Saleh's out there in that defense, and everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they picked out the playmakers. You can already see the assembly of that destructive machine being built in the draft. Fam, he went on to say, we went to the Jets. There were a lot of different things that we started to do. And even now, while we have some things from the Jets, there's stuff that has evolved over the course of the last 4 years here. And obviously, with the league, that there's stuff happening. We've over this offseason, a lot of really cool concepts. A lot of really cool things. Some things are the same. Some things are the same from the Jets. Some things are meshed. Some things are coming in that are new. So it's like I said, we're trying to stay a couple of years ahead. A lot of it may seem similar, but there's a lot of nuance that makes a difference, unquote. We're gonna be delightfully entertained this year. We're not gonna see we're gonna see things that we've seen before, but not like we've seen the last couple of years. I got a feeling. The Niners will still have Nick Bosa and Fred Warner that were around for Saleh's first tour. But they've made a lot of changes in personnel this offseason. I don't know. I could be imagining things, but I'm looking at the guys they brought in. I see a little more athleticism. I see a lot more speed. You know, I don't know about the skill set yet. You know how skills in college don't necessarily always translate immediately to the NFL. And in fact, I think this year is going to be one where that's probably going to be the case where the guys got to catch up with the speed of the NFL. Although, I got to tell you, that defensive line. Mikal came out, showed out in camp today. And my boy CJ West, that's going to be my dog. I mean, you're going to hear me talking about him probably blowing things all out of proportion all season long. That will make it mostly a fresh start, though, fam, for Saleh and the Niners. Hope it is as successful as the last time around. I can't wait to see how he addresses that. Everybody can run on the Niners situation. You know that's priority one, right? So Sonic, boy, you and I'm telling you right, Don Bird, man, your boys, we ain't gonna see him probably till in the latter part of the season. I'm telling you, go get your boy. Klay Kubiak, my only concern with Coach K is how he handles the CMC workload. Fam, the Niners offense struggled without CMC last year. We're all pretty much aware of that, and keeping him healthy in 2025. It should be one of their biggest goals. Coach K's the priority should be preserving McCaffrey. Look, y'all, coaches, man, y'all can't be scared of CMC. Come on now. I mean, it seems that right now, at least he's thinking that way. Kubiak yesterday said, I could sense the fear in his voice. He says, quote, you're always cognizant of the reps you're putting on, guys, especially in practice when we do that with Christian all the time. We monitor his reps, and you have to be smart when you're in games. You have to be cognizant of how much they're out there. Christian's really hard to get off the damn field. I didn't say that, but he did say Chris really hard to take him off the field for a lot of reasons. One, because he is a great player, but two, because he does not want to come out. Sometimes there's a battle. Christian, hey, damn it. Christian, I called timeout because I don't want you. I know I want you to come over here and take a break. I'm just asking you to take a break. I'm not saying you got to come out for the game forever. Christian, I love him for that, though. I love how anxious he is and he wants to make a difference. But Christian, we got other running backs that could be okay with you out there. Man. And he goes on to say, and so it's just you have to balance those things out. You got to be aware of it. Sometimes you got to pull him off the field every now and then. Listen, we're talking about that now before the season gets started. Let's put you can't put policies on Christian, but come on, man. He can't 25 and 30 carries. Oh, we cannot do. No. And besides, you've got guys who can carry the rock. Let them do it. I want Christian's maximum be 20. If you want to put him out some run routes or something like that, or pass routes, okay. But don't have him bumping off the tackles all game long. But see, that's what part of makes him a great player. He's so competitive. He wants to be out there. But it's on us as coaches to try to do the best we can to balance that out. Kyle, I defend you, man, but you better be involved in this. Nobody want to see Christian McCaffrey out week 6 with all kind of injuries because he's overloaded. Brant Boyer, special teams coach, right? Anthony, it was either you or Smooth whooping it up about Junior Bergman, right? Anyway, it seems Coach Boyer loves him some Junior Bergman as well. Reporters asked Coach BB, you know me, I love that. Coach BB, what he liked about Bergman, to which he responded by saying, quote, you're betting on the kid. Obviously, my son plays in Montana. His son plays in Montana, so did Bergman, right? So they probably talk about him all the time. He was as productive as a returner as it gets out there. If you want to say he has the it factor, I think he does. I think with signing long snapper John Weeks, when a player like that becomes available, when a player like cornerback Siran Neal becomes available, when linebacker Luke Gifford becomes available, guys that are good special teamers, guys that are proven in the league, I think that's a sign that this organization takes special teams seriously, and I think it's really positive. I really do, unquote. Fam, you know how we always look at other teams with envy as they got that scat, that dude that can get down the field and like a bullet running through all the defense before they can even get their feet set. We got one. I'm loving the enthusiasm from Coach. So Saleh brought him Bergman over with him from the Jets, as you know. Here's my concern with him, though. Give you the good news first. Given his choice of available kickers, it appears Coach Boyer has a favorite in mind already. I know, right? You know who it is, right? Jake Moody. See, we've experienced 2 up and down seasons with Mrs. Moody's baby boy. Now, I don't know how long it takes for a kicker to. I mean, he's still feeling the same Jake Moody from a couple of years ago when he was coming out of the 2023 NFL draft. Coach was raving about Jake, saying, quote, "There isn't a special teams coach in this league that didn't have him rated number 1 coming out that I know of. He's as talented of a kid as it gets," unquote. Coach, ain't nobody questioning Jake's talent. I do question his heart and his lack of the eye of the tiger. This is a kicker can't be squeamish and weak-minded. He's got to believe in himself. They blame the long snapper and everybody else. Jake, no. Jake pushing that ball wide to the right all the time and rarely to the left tells me something about him. His technique, there's something he's doing every day that needs to be overlooked and corrected. I mean, Moody just made 24 34 field goal attempts last season. His 70.6% success rate was 33 among all NFL kickers with 10 or more field goals. Okay, but to be fair, and this is one of the reasons why I pumped the brakes on working him like everybody else was, Jay Moody was 13 of 14 to open last season. You can't ignore that. He can kick. But after returning from that high ankle sprain, he connected on 11 of 20. I have to figure there's a connection on it. We need to figure there's a connection on it. But Jake, Jesus, Jake. And Coach pointed that out, saying the injury issue where he was fighting injuries going back and forth, I think that had a lot to do with it. Unquote. Coach. I don't know, February. Like Coach said, though, Jake did enter the NFL as a kid with the magic leg. So much so the Niners were all hell bent on getting him. The Niners didn't even Robert Gold said they didn't even call him about being re-signed. And they selected Jake in the 3rd round because they knew, we didn't call Robbie. No point in calling him now. We got to get Jake. We got to get Jake Moody in the 3rd round. No later than that. Which is that's a high spot to pick up a kicker. Everybody knows it. So nobody else, can you see every GM in the league? What? Really? You guys don't need anything else, huh? So, my only concern is Coach Bryant isn't overly, he's a little overly biased about Jake already, though. The only competition Moody is facing up to this point comes from Kenneth Almendares. Almendares. Is that Greek? Is that Latino? Kenneth Almendares. He was chosen as a winner of the Lou Graza Award as the best kicker in college football. Almendares is taking part in the 49ers rookie camp this week, only on a tryout basis. See? And Jake's sitting back there saying, they know who I am. Bring him in here all you want to. I'm the man around here. You know what his personality, if he had that personality, he wouldn't be missing as much as he. I need some arrogance for my kicker. I need that Robbie Gold 45 minutes before the game. Robbie, game time, Robbie. I'm coming. I'm on my way. I need somebody who gets laid back. I need a kicker that's a badass that has no fear. Jake's not that guy. I understand his leg, and I suspect that he will look better this year coming into the season. Weird thing is, only 2 kickers were drafted, and Almendares was not one of them, which is really weird. He's the only thing. Okay. Family, we're going to be singing praises about Jake Moody by week 9. Remember back in May, we was crying. I was crying, worried. Jake's going to come here and ruin every chance we have to compete and win. You know what's going to do it for me, though? If we're playing the Rams, you know how I feel about them. Anyway, if we're playing the Rams and the 4th quarter comes along, all right, Jake Moody's trotting out on the field with 3 seconds left to go. All he has to do is punch this through, and the 49ers walk off. Fam, if he comes back out there, and especially against the Rams, because I'm sick of Rudy. If he goes out there and misses, man, some things I can forget, but I cannot forget. God, Jesus, Jake, get it together. Oh, Matty, yes, something beautiful Bend, Oregon. Matty!
Ronbo.
Matty, it was a conference yesterday. What did you take away from that?
Well, I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to say congratulations to Frank Gore for the Hall of Fame.
Ooh,
entry.
Frank got right in.
How
did I not? I saw the old days. When did this happen? Today?
I think I saw it today.
God. Okay, I'm racing around like a madman with his head
So
cut
now
off. I agree.
So that kind of, So that kind of leads me into the background that's sitting behind you with Joe Montana.
Yeah.
I was like, man, like even if it's not permanent, like Gore and Willis would both look really good back there.
I wish they made some smaller. I mean, I'd put them up there. Gore, Willis, and
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, no, yeah, like you said, smaller than maybe you fit like 3 or 4.
I'm thinking about going the Lombardi track. Just get a bunch of framed photos that are big enough to be seen on the cam, and take up a little less space. Joe should take up the space he takes up, but put up a bunch of people around him that have made for the legendary 49ers. Yes, I agree. Let me work on that.
Well, and on one side you can put all of our trophies on one side.
Rudy hates that. I love to throw that at him. Oh, next he starts talking all this trash. I put the trophies up there. And what does he say? Those are Eddie DiBertano's trophies. The Santa Clara Niners, who are moving farther and farther away from San Francisco, don't have anything. Rudy, if trophies were as easy as you talk about, why don't you have more than 2? You got 2. You talk about how everybody should have trophies every year. You got 2 and 70. Let me calm down. Man, I'm sorry. Go ahead. God, he pisses me off.
No, I get fired up too, old man bun.
God.
One thing I was going to say too is I wrote a couple things down as you were talking. Because you were talking about Moody, and I was thinking to myself, Ronbo, look at it this way too. Like if we had called, let's say we hadn't picked up Moody and we called Gould and he were to come back, we probably would have won just enough games to be heartbroken, even more so.
Yeah, and lose out
Detroit versus everybody.
Boy.
Yeah, that guy again.
Sonic. But tell you what, we're ready for you.
We lost it. Well, yeah, we're coming for you. That'd be the NFC Championship game.
Ooh, God.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Hey, because, man, we got a different plan. We got a plan for that run game this year. You can tell.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't get a chance to listen to the conference. I had it up earlier, and I need to listen to it. So
you'll love it.
But I'd imagine
real good.
Yeah, I'd imagine. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, nobody's gonna be running on the 49ers this year.
I mean, they can try, but I got a feeling that's gonna be handled. We got some guys with hands of steel too. I heard CJ, once he grabs a man, the man is grabbed. I mean, we'll see.
Straight up. So we got a lot to be excited about. Like we said, we put a lot of faith in Robert Saleh, and we all wanted him back. And
for 2 years.
Now here's where we really see if what we were seeing in Robert Saleh is really what we were seeing in Robert Saleh. And I'm confident. That's all, we see what we did over with the Jets. So, yeah, so I've got faith. I'm excited, man.
And he's evolved, and he's grown, and he's learned some things. And when you're a head coach, that's why he said he was empathetic toward Kyle Shanahan. He wants to come over and lend everything he can to help support him. So, you got 3 head coaches out there. You realize that? God, that's hot.
Crazy, isn't it?
We deserve that, too.
Nobody else has got that set up.
That's true. Yes. Whew.
I know it's not our division, but I'm kind of interested to see what happens over in San Diego, or I guess LA Chargers, whatever you want to call them.
It's hard to stop that. I know who you're talking about immediately, but yeah, I'm looking forward to what the Chargers look like too. Actually,
So yeah,
Harbaugh's
we'll
not gonna
see.
suck for
I'm
him.
a Herbert fan.
Yeah.
He was a Duck. So
Oh, that's right, huh?
Mariota fan. He was a Duck.
Yeah. Mariota's one of my faves coming out of there too. He was like fun to watch. Everybody's watching
Even
him.
if, well, and he's still. I will always say he's still a decent quarterback. He's just maybe not. He's not to the level he needed to be at. But at the same time, like, he's every bit of the character you want, though. Like, as far as human beings go, man.
Yeah.
He's solid.
Oh, yeah. You can tell every time he talks, those interviews he does, he's a down-to-earth good guy. He really is. You can tell.
Yep.
So
yeah, dude. So we got a lot of, anyways, we got a lot to be excited about, Ronbo.
we do.
I know you are too.
Oh, God, yes. I can't wait till the season starts. And unlike last year, I was so worried. Manny, the stress of knowing what's expected of this team is really crazy. Last year, I just thought 49ers got to get back in there and
Kinda
finish what they
nerve-wracking.
screwed up the year before.
Yep. Curious to see what we do with some of those missing pieces, though, because it's hard to replace people like Dre Greenlaw and I'm drawing a blank on the other defender.
Yeah, Nick.
The Hawaiian kid.
You know what's so funny, Matty? There's Nick's gonna be. I think. What's his name? The kid we picked up, the replacement, the Dre Greenlaw lookalike. Where is he? CJ West. Nick Martin. I think Nick Martin's going to be good. Nick Martin's a smaller guy, but he's quick, and so is Drake Greenlaw. They seem to have picked out guys that can fill the same role with the same tools. So I'm feeling pretty good about that.
No. Well, those guys don't necessarily always have to be the tallest dudes in the world either. Some of those short. I mean, they're not even really. We say short, but they're really not like super short dudes.
They're just small compared to everybody else
the
on
average
field.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just shorter than the regular Goliath that's out on the field, the regular bodybuilder that's running around.
Yeah, lifting barbells instead of dumbbells for doing curls, one-handed curls. Stone Blanton, too. I watched him because I heard about him just yesterday. Stone Blanton, UDFA out of Mississippi State.
Yep.
Remember Chris Borland? I tell you what, I'm not going to go too far. Chris Borland was an awesome dude.
Very disappointed with that.
Yeah, this kid could be something like him. We're going to find out. Matty, we're out of time. And we've been going over the time.
I'm so excited, dude.
Hey, I'll be back Sunday. Let's talk more. Okay?
I look forward to it, man.
You too, Matty.
Makes my week.
Thanks, man.
All right, buddy.
All right. Night, Matty.
Night, buddy. Night, buddy.
Night. Let's go out to PA, where it is. White chocolate, Trey. Trey, come on in here, man.
Ronbo!
Trey, man, did you watch that media conference yesterday?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Trey, you got your speaker's bleeding out into your phone. Yeah, see if you can lower that level so you don't get a feedback.
Ronbo, is it better now?
Yeah. All right. Trey, Saleh. We got coaches now that they look like the men with master plans. As I say, the man with the master plan. So what did you take from that conference yesterday?
Well, Ronbo, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. I honestly,
okay, please.
I didn't. Hello?
No, I'm just saying, just please do. Be honest, yes.
Yeah. So, Ronbo, I didn't see the conference, I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
But I do have a couple notes I want to come in on. So, you know what, Ronbo, I was going to come in all positive tonight, about the draft and, the upcoming cupcake schedule. And I'm looking at the Lambs, playing the Lambs twice a year when I say that, especially. But, Ronbo, then I see this Drake Jackson news. More like Drake Haxon. And you know what, Ronbo? I'm instantly salty again, Ronbo. I'm instantly salty again.
Well, why?
Ronbo, here's the thing. First of all, good riddance, in terms of, getting rid of him.
Taking up a roster spot, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing, Ronbo. The only silver lining is that, now we're pretty much completely absolved of that atrocious 2022 draft.
Yes.
Other than Purdy.
I forgot about that. We got rid. All of them are gone. That's kind of scary. When's the last time that happened to any team? But yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Ronbo. Here's the thing: my sister could have drafted better that year, and you know what, Ronbo?
She knows nothing about football, right?
Sister. I don't even have a sister.
I like that punchline even better.
But you know what? Like I said, I don't know. I feel like it's important to kind of highlight some of those earlier kind of bungles.
Yeah.
Just because that's kind of why we're in the position we're in now. You know what I mean? Missing on like complete drafts like that.
Oh, that's outrageous.
But yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Ronbo, and you know what? I got to come in hot. Here's my hot take, Ronbo.
All right.
I think John Lynch might have early onset CTE, Ronbo. I don't want to laugh about it, but I mean,
right?
You can't hire a hard hitting safety as your GM. They got to maximize brain cells if they want to compete with Howie Roseman.
Oh, nobody keeps up with Howie though. I mean, you can be a pure genius. That man is God. He's good. But go ahead.
No, I mean like I said, that's my hot take. But nah, I mean, I'm kind of half joking, but I don't know. Sometimes I.
Okay, but what prompted you to say that though, or even think that?
Well, Ronbo, I have been outspoken on about this in past calls, but it's just again with some of these draft classes, you know what I mean, and some of the moves that they've made. I know a lot of people like to say Kyle and John. I'm one of those people. Kyle, John, and Jed even, and kind of having responsibility. But for some of these, when it comes down to drafts and moves made, Ronbo, I mean, that the shit rolls downhill. So, I mean, but that comes from John. He's the GM. You know what I mean?
Well,
so there's some point where he has to own some of that.
Well, that's true. And that's why when Kyle sits back quietly, well, as you say, you're going after John. Remember, Kyle had something to do with the draft picks down through the last few years, which is one of the reasons why the 49ers moved to make sure, Kyle, let responsibility for this, and this, have your intake, but let's not have you just dominate it and give yeses and nos on who we're going to pick up. Because I think this year's draft was really good. I don't know what happened last year. The draft wasn't bad last year. Trey, how do you feel about the last year's draft and this year's draft, though? I mean, has it improved from what you were just talking about?
Ronbo, that's the thing. Yeah, I actually think so. I liked last year. Obviously, the Pearsall thing was whatever. That was the thing, kind of a reach, whatever. He looks like he's going to be solid.
Yeah, but that was 100% Kyle. You can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what, Ronbo? They obviously got 3 or 4 starters. I think 3 starters out of the draft last year. That looks like they're going to get another handful this year.
Right.
I mean, I like these, but I'm saying it's just the reason we're in this situation is because some of the previous drafts.
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's what I was talking about
where you
last
look
show.
at 2022.
Yeah.
You look at 2022, and we literally only hit on the 7th round, or not. Literally on our last pick, Ronbo. That's the only one we hit on.
That's how their job is still intact. I'm telling you right now. If Brock Purdy doesn't come in that draft, Jed has to actually make some of the decisions that aren't popular. Well, some people would have been popular. But if Jed says, John, Kyle, you know how I feel about you guys. This is not a personal thing. This is a business decision I have to make. We're going to move on. That last year's draft was something that a lot of people that are investing in 49ers are not happy with. So I'm taking the fall for that, and you guys have to take the fall for it as well. I'm going to wish you the best of luck in your future. Yeah, I mean, that conversation was going to have to be had. But they did pick up by accident Brock Purdy, who came in and led him to the NFCCG in his first half a season. What? And a lot of people say it's attributed to the personnel around him. Okay, but you still, if that's the case, why didn't Josh Johnson come out there and finish the job then? Don't tell me that it was all about just the personnel around him. You need talent to run that stuff. So, yeah. And he's still with us.
Exactly, Ronbo. And I mean, that was a killer. That was obviously a killer pickup. That was a franchise-altering pickup. But like I said, I don't know. Just, to be able to walk away with certain drafts with only one guy. And, like you said, you talked about preserving CMC, this year. And I agree completely. But like Ronbo, they certainly have to do that with Jordan James and Isaac Glassendo. And I love the Niners, but They obviously can't do that with the line, and I know a lot of people will look and go, oh, well, you have to preserve a running back with the other running backs. But, Ronbo, look at Saquon, right, last year. He was every year he got injured behind that Giants O-line. Mm-hmm. And then finally he's behind a legitimate O-line, and he runs for 2,000 yards. So it goes hand in hand. But anyway.
Trey, we got to go. I tell you what, I'm going to see you Friday, and listen, don't worry about next season
Sunday.
just yet. I'm sorry, what did I say, next Friday? Sunday. I'll see you Sunday.
Well,
we're already on Friday.
Sunday, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Well, anyway, Ronbo, hey, let me get a Niners shout.
I just realized something. Mother's Day is Sunday. We might have to wait.
Oh.
We might have to come in Monday. It's just totally disrespectful to mamas. Because I know some guys will come in to talk football. All right, listen, Monday.
But yeah, listen, Ronbo, you got no complaints from me. I'm a mama's boy myself, so I get it. But hey, Ronbo, great chatting with you as always. Let me get a Niners holler real quick.
You so get Niners! White chocolate out. All right, fam.
My man, Ronbo, love you, man. Love the platform. Bang, bang, white chocolate out.
See you Monday. All right, fam. Yeah, fam, I forgot about Mother's Day. We're gonna respect Mother's Day. Ship, thanks, Ship. How you doing, fam? Let's go over here and check out on because he's so smooth. Smooth.
Ronbo, what's up, baby boy?
Smooth, man, I'm just checking out the coaches, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Last year, Chris Sorensen, everybody was scratching their head. Kyle was looking like he'd aged 15 years over the off-season time. John Lynch, I didn't know what to think about him, but I was, DC, OC, the special teams coach got fired last year. What does that tell us? You know what I'm saying? So this year, all right, we got a fresh new start, bro. What are you thinking?
Hey, man, we got the best coaching staff in the NFL. I'm not being biased. I'm keeping it 100. Because if we were thinking, I'll tell you, I'll keep it 100. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So the Niners, I told you, man, this draft we hit on everything. Plus I got to check and see. I'll have that for you. Next time you coming on, I have it for you. We signed three tackles today.
Yeah, I saw that. Offensive, yeah. I never get excited about them because I don't know what we're getting. I don't know who they got and why they got them.
Yeah.
And if they plan, we can make him work. Smooth, I think they use that term a lot. Well, we can make him work. You know how Chris Forster is. Guy, get yourself a playmaker. Well, I can make anybody into an offensive lineman.
Well, I won't be surprised they have some decent offensive linemen because, like I said, this draft is deep. A lot of them went undrafted where they should have been drafted. So
yeah, that happens a lot.
Hey. And then again, for us, Moody, the kicker.
Yeah, boy.
We brought in Kenneth
Almendaris.
Let me see. Yeah, we brought him in, which he had won the Lou Gazzo Award.
Yeah,
and he's 6'2", 250. He's size of the linebacker, 6'2", 252.
I didn't check out his what?
Yeah. He can boot the rock. He can boot the rock, man.
He's that big. Remember the Raiders when they had that big kicker? I mean, that dude was huge. That punter.
Yeah, I saw him working out at some university by himself, man. I'm like, damn.
You said
who was that? Then I looked down and it said the 49ers. I'm like, oh, okay.
You said 6'2" and what?
6'2", 252 pounds. I had to double check that. You know how they be making mistakes sometimes. So yeah.
I know, right?
So it's legit. It's legit.
Well, he won't get hurt. If everybody's coming downfield running, they need to run around him.
And Kyle Williams, he ran over his coach today. He had to help him up, give him a hand up. Yeah, that boy gonna be a beast. Man, wait till we get the pads on to play against somebody else. I'm your coach. So I was watching highlights of that, and all the players. Everybody look good, bro. Everybody looking good.
I read about. I haven't seen the film yet.
Yeah, I think CJ.
Which coach did he run over?
CJ. Defensive end coach. Assistant coach. No. Brother, some brother. Some
I like
chubby dude.
I like that because the coach we can just
rolls over, but he had it. Yeah,
just put a couple band-aids on him.
He had a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's what's that? CJ Watt. I think Watt.
West. You talking about CJ?
He didn't suit up. West didn't suit up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How come?
Because his foot, some with his feet.
Uh-oh.
So he only like 6'1", somewhere, and like 300 and some pounds. And so yeah, but he should be okay. I think it's like day to day some soreness or whatever. But
yeah, I'll be attend to that a lot between now and okay.
I mean, because they had no red flag, so they wouldn't have drafted him. You know what I'm saying? They did their homework on him.
Yeah, he may have done.
So I don't know what it is. Yeah.
You know how they get those injuries where it's not football related. That's something that scares you. But go ahead.
Yeah, Upton looking good in camp, which that's no surprise.
Yeah.
And only caught half of the interview. Because like I said, my hands were tied today, so I tried to get in what I could. But everything looking good, bro. I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? And don't be surprised, man. Niners be in that bowl here in my home here in my hometown, bro. Oh yeah. Another thing, let me run real quick because I'm running out of time. You was talking about the depth chart. Oh yeah, I got the depth chart. Everybody that we got, who's starting, who's behind, everybody. So what position you want, right quick?
Linebacker.
Linebacker?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to linebacker. Okay, I got the linebackers. I got Fred Warner. I got Winters. I got Nick Martin. I have Jalen Graham. I have Luke Griffith. Deshaun White. Who else?
What about Curtis?
Let me go. Chase Lucas, Jacob Robinson, Dale Johnson, Jalen Mahoney. Nope, I don't see him on here, bro. Who you say again?
Curtis. What's Curtis' last name? You know, he got hurt last year in preseason.
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, number 36. Curtis Robinson. Curtis Robinson.
That boy looked good last year in preseason. I don't know if that was just preseason, but he got hurt. But every time the ball was finally stopped, Robinson was standing near it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro.
But where'd you put him on the depth chart, though?
The depth chart I have? I just uploaded the depth chart on.
You don't have Robinson on the first four.
Oh, Robinson? No, because he was they put him home. Remember they had him on the practice squad.
Yeah, well, that's
and
true.
So I got him. Yeah, he was on the practice squad. So now it's like he's starting back up again. You know. Then you got these dogs coming in as these rookies coming in now. The draft being so deep, you're gonna have to fight through them. It's gonna be hard, bro.
Smooth.
Because the draft we got now, ain't no way we giving up these draft picks.
Oh no.
They all making the squad.
Tell you, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Team, the players we had, they should have been, state their claim, but they didn't. So now, then they have to climb up.
So
when you be back on, brother?
Be back Monday. I keep getting Sunday's such a habit. Monday, we gotta respect moms on Sunday. Yeah. And
oh yeah, I already know. I'm already knowing, man. I'm already knowing.
Appreciate you, fam.
I thought I had to file for bankruptcy when I'm going on with these women, but I'm good.
Love it.
Shout out to the faithful. Shout out to the staff. I'll holler.
We're glad to hear from you, fam. I'm telling you, sound great. I'll see you Monday.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, thanks, boss. Man. All right.
Let's go check in on Eric. Yo, E.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. Doing all right. I got encouraged by what I saw in the press conference yesterday with the new regime of coaches, and
Yeah.
I like to see guys that look like they know what they're doing and talk like they know what they're doing. Last year, we all knew there was reason to take pause when Chris Sorensen was talking. But Eric, when your team is going to struggle, and deep down inside, you know damn well you're going to, but you're sort of like, to make yourself feel better, oh, he'll be okay. No, he won't. No, he won't. And we found out. And so, special teams coach, as you know, you used to have him over in the Emerald City. He got body slammed out of the facility at the last day of the season. God.
Is that Snyder's kid? Who is that?
Who? He's the special teams coach?
Who? Yeah.
Yeah. Remember he came over from your club 2 years ago, special teams coach.
Right.
I forget his name. But that's because you know how when you have a bad experience, you tend to block it out. But
yeah. No.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, I tell you, Smoop is getting good.
I know, right? Isn't he? I'm loving it. God, it's so good to hear.
It's always good to have him back and healthy again.
Yeah, he's
yeah, it's great. He's back
this is
and
good for him too.
Again.
Health wise, this is very good for him. We're keeping him pumped up. The 49ers are keeping him pumped up. We got him talking all the time. Hell, he may beat this again. I hope so. He's got to. Come on, Smooth. You've done it before. All right, stay with us.
Oh, well, he done it once.
4 times.
Four times.
He's amazing.
Damn.
He's
well,
amazing.
You know what?
That's that will.
He can do it.
Yeah.
He can do this. I got faith.
You and me both. Eric, tell us about what's going on in Emerald City, man. What's going on with you guys? Because you know what? You guys are slated to be kick-ass this year from what's being said about your team now. You guys got too much firepower in that defense to begin with. You've got a new quarterback. You got some. You guys got weapons. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna team up. We'll take turns beating up on the Rams. Mother scratches.
Yeah. They say we don't like here in the next week or so. We find out when and where we're playing.
Oh, schedule.
These games.
It usually starts off interconference first few weeks, at least one. You notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting kind of predictions. Don't know if all of it would happen, but maybe Thanksgiving or one of the holidays.
Yeah.
Us and you or us and the Rams or somebody's going to get together.
Wait.
Maybe.
Are you guys playing on Thanksgiving Day this year?
Maybe. We're going to find out.
I think you're going to have to play the Cowboys. Because for some reason that none of us can figure out, the Dallas Cowboys, whether they suck or not, are going to turn people's stomach on a day where food is important with another stupid display of football. I don't know why they don't come to the table and talk about that. The Cowboys don't necessarily have to play on Thanksgiving Day. If you insist on doing that, make sure there's 2 other games. And let Detroit and Dallas play, since they have to play every season at Thanksgiving. It ain't fair to the rest of the league.
The big reason why Dallas is playing on Thanksgiving is that I guess it's a tradition type thing.
Well, yeah. Now
yeah,
it is.
I think that's kind of the big thing is that probably my entire time that I grew up, Dallas has always been on Thanksgiving. So yeah.
I know. I used to lay up on the sofa and go to sleep. Because, the Cowboys haven't been all that in a long time. Texas boy, while you're in here talking trash, we're not lucky that we don't play you this year. We're unfortunate that we don't play you this year. It's too bad that we don't. I do. I mean, we could.
I will thought that when Jimmy Johnson entered the Cowboys Hall of Fame, I'm like, okay, this is the thing that's going to finally put Dallas over the top. And they couldn't even do that right.
Well, Jimmy Johnson, I respect Jimmy. Jimmy, he ran a good organization. The players they performed for Jimmy. JJ,
yeah.
Oh, Jerry does not. His ego's way. It's a bad thing. So he got rid of Jones because he got rid of his coach. Jimmy Johnson was doing a great job. He got rid of him because Jimmy was getting way too much love. And what about me? I'm Jerry. Jerry, stop, man. But no, continue. Good. Now we can beat that ass now. I know for that about America's ass, my butt, and America's team. My God, aren't you sick of that, Eric? Every time I hear it, you throw up a little bit in your mouth. Come on, man. They got over that a long time ago. Come on, man. There ain't no need in still praising him as America's team. It's an embarrassment to the entire country.
Yeah, I really think that I thought I was hearing that it's possible that us and you guys go
on Thanksgiving Day. Can you imagine?
And I'm not sure whether it's us on Thanksgiving or Christmas or when it's gonna happen. But we might actually meet up. They say a prediction with saying that would be kind of fun to have. To have the nightcap be us versus you guys or something fun like that.
Remember,
that would be pretty fun to have that.
It would be
the nightcap.
Remember, we've had 2 years of that. Eating on the middle of the field having turkey. Oh, Eric, we're out of time. Eric, I'm gonna be back Monday. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Yeah.
And I will see you then.
Of course, we gotta support the moms.
Yeah, we gotta do that. It's just really tacky.
Yeah,
otherwise. All right. Night, Eric.
Have a good night, guys.
Hey, yo, Anthony.
What to do, Ronbo?
Anthony, were you the one who was telling me? I'm pretty. Now I think about it, was you?
Yeah.
Because the coach likes your boy. Return man, we got coming up this year. Junior,
I told you, Ronbo.
Junior Bergman.
They call him David Hill. Call him David Hill 2.0.
Yeah. I can't wait to see him. They picked
up another. The day they picked up another guy to do punt return. He fast too, Ronbo.
Yeah.
What is it? Dallas Flowers.
What?
But he's a bigger guy though, Ronbo. He's like 6'1", 196 pounds. 196 pounds. He run a 4.4 in the 40.
No, you know I like Junior Bergman already. I like little dudes. Listen, Junior Bergman is that guy as from a return. Junior Bergman, want to understand. In school, people did their best to kick the ball away from Junior. Don't let him get the ball. See, those are the kind of guys I like. You guys messed up now. That kick is going right to him. Whoa, here we go.
Interviews, Ronbo. Those interviews they gave yesterday, Ronbo, I love them. Coach Boyer.
Yeah.
He said something without saying nothing. Know what he said?
What did he say? I missed that.
One of the ones asked him about they said, Coach Boyer. Last year Kyle said he didn't put a whole lot into a special team. And basically what Boyer said this without really saying it. Basically he was saying, damn what Kyle said. I made a living on special teams.
Pat McAfee likes that coach too. I said, you know what? This dude, I like him already.
I love it. Ronbo, I love you, Ronbo. I love you. I told my friend, I said, he said something like, basically he said, damn what Cal talking about.
You know?
Because he said,
He said he wouldn't let these guys. He appreciate. He said no. He appreciate what they do. Ronbo, he working hard on the special team, boy.
Good. That's what
I'm trying to tell you, Ronbo.
Don't pay pocket.
He's working on it. He break.
Kyle's not gonna bother him.
He breaking them in.
Yeah. Kyle, Anthony Kyle's been
everybody he brought in.
Yeah.
Kyle did say that. He didn't put too much stock into special team. Get what Coach Ball said about that.
We'll say, yeah. That's not Kyle's thing anyway. He shouldn't be looking at that anyway. I need him to look at that offense.
Yeah, so Coach Ball, he was like, depending on how your coach, if your coach feels that type of way about special team, and then it rubs off on your playoffs.
Yeah. And the special teams coach was not that good last year, fam. I mean, they did not look. They look unprepared every week.
Rambo, we were horrible. 2 years in a row, we were horrible in special team, Rambo.
I know.
We were terrible.
They fired that coach as soon as they could. I mean, in the last 5 minutes after the season was over, he was out of there. Boy.
Rambo, did you get to see the rookies practice today?
No, I'm still going to go do that. I've already heard that Mikel was just kicking some butt.
He's playing like, man, I mean, he's Steve on the coach.
I heard about that.
He had a volume. He really picked him up with. He said, "Sorry, coach."
I'd rather have to calm him down than pump him up. I'm good with that. Get up out the way, coach.
Rambo.
Put a Band-Aid on it. Sit down out of the way. Yeah.
Rambo, they saw Alfred Collins stand on the side. Man, Rambo, that dude is huge. He made the other player look small.
Oh, God. I
was like, I said, boy, this is a man amongst boys. This dude is huge, Rambo.
See, but he doesn't look fat or anything like that. 300-plus pounds.
No, he ain't fat.
I'm telling you,
Rambo.
That's rock. That's solid rock.
He made the other D tackle look small, Rambo.
They look smaller than that during a
Rambo,
game.
I had to keep looking at him. I just kept looking at him, Rambo. I like,
tell Saleh and Knuckles, we got something for that.
You're like, hey, Rambo.
Oh!
Rambo. Get what C.J. West say he do.
Hey, C.J. West was out today from what I heard.
He said, C.J. West said on Tuesday, he work out, he can do the bench press. He said he do 4 reps of 500 pounds on the bench press, Rambo.
They said he's got a vice grip. Once he grabs a dude to move him to the left or to the right, the dude ain't going nowhere. Just slinging him around like a rag doll. I was like, what is that?
Rambo, 500 pounds on the bench press, Rambo. That's crazy, Rambo.
That means he's warming up with 225. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody else is getting it. They're doing that in the combine, 220. How many reps? 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He's up there. CJ's up there. Man, let me know when my turn comes, man. I'm just warming up here. Is that 225? Yeah, it is. See, man.
When I saw that, and when he said that, and then the other coach said, CJ, the Rams got a good center in this draft.
I heard about that.
He from the West, too. From the West Coast, that's what CJ said.
CJ knows him.
Yeah, He said, yeah, But guess what? He can't go out me.
I love an attitude. Chris Jones is like that too. Chris knows nobody can do anything with him. If we got ourselves another Chris Jones, I'm delighted. Yes.
Rambo, yes. I know this. Robert Saleh. I love his interview yesterday.
Man, fam, we got to pull up though. Anthony, hold on to that because we'll be back Monday and give me some more. All right.
All right, Rambo. Appreciate you, Rambo.
I appreciate you, Anthony. All right, fam. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Tommy Huxley, that blues man. Tommy.
What's happening? I kept hanging up.
But Tuesday's just as bad. Tommy, I'm telling you right now, man.
Keep on Walker.
There you go. I knew you was a blues man. There's no way you're not going to identify them dudes. Tommy, yesterday, Robert Saleh and company were giving interviews. Tommy, did you get an assurance feeling, unlike last year when everything that was happening was shaky as far as the coaches go? How'd you feel about that? What'd you take away from it? Did you see it?
I saw the interview.
Mm.
I know he was interviewing for other jobs, but
Robert Saleh? Yeah, no, Robert said
yeah.
there was never any. I love when he said that yesterday. Robert, I thought I heard you.
Yeah, because where's he going to go?
Because I thought I heard he was going to other places talking. He only went to one other place, though.
Well,
I should talk to him first.
Yeah, I mean head coach, but where would he be at DC?
I was worried about him being a DC. I said, Robert, you can't leave. I don't know where he'd be at DC. Yeah, good question.
I hate this fucking fake news crap. Oh, he's sick of Kyle. It's like, why is he sick of Kyle?
I don't know. Who's sick of Kyle?
I don't know. That's what all these stupid-ass, casual-ass Niner fans. Oh, he doesn't want anything to do with Kyle.
No,
everybody hates Kyle. That's why they leave.
Yeah,
no, they leave because they want to be head coaches, dumbass.
Yeah, they hate Kyle, not everybody. The person who's talking. I mean, people hate Kyle, really hate him, too. God.
It's so stupid. Okay, he's choked games. I mean... He's choked big games. He's also won big games. It's hard to win the freaking Super Bowl.
It is.
It's not like the Niners back in the 80s. It's like, oh, you win the NFC Championship. It's like you could get drunk the night before and drink coffee in the morning. You're gonna smoke the freaking AFC because they suck so bad.
I mean, that's like Rudy's always talking. You guys can't win a Super Bowl. Hey, if Super Bowls were so easy to win, like you would insinuate, why don't you have more than just 2? I mean, give me a break. Yeah, God.
One in L.A., and they were in L.A. for years.
Yeah.
I think they hate us so bad, these stupid fans, that trolls, the marketing freaking beginner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the rest. Rudy and
was it Super Bowl wins?
I'm not sure who. Jack, he's pretty cool, 42.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest of them, but
Texas
anyway, I think they must have had parents.
He's not serious.
Who?
Texas boy. Try, Matty. I mean, think of yourself, Tommy, as a Dallas Cowboy fan. Don't you develop a sense of humor? Don't you do and talk to yourself in a way what's going to make you feel better because you don't have a prayer? They're not going anywhere this year, and Texas boy knows it, but he's still talking. He's having fun.
Schottenheimer, shoddy. He couldn't even get an offensive coordinator job, and you offer him a head coach job. It's like,
Jerry's got to have somebody he can bully, you know?
I was shocked, but then I'm like, yeah, that's very cowboy.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why Texas girl's in here, but why are you in here?
No, he just comes in.
Own your ass.
He starts to show off, and then Tony and you and others run him out within about. I'm surprised he's still here. Did he leave already? He usually comes in, he gets beat up, and leaves.
Dak is afraid of the Niners. You like come in to his house with a Niner jersey on. He runs to the bathroom and hides in the shower. Are they gone yet?
That's some of his biggest mistakes against the 49ers.
I like Dak. He's a good person.
Oh yeah,
but he's not. He's super soft, man. He just doesn't have that killer instinct.
It's true. I mean, anytime your wide receiver's cussing you out on the sideline, I mean, what does that tell you?
He's not a dog. Like, he's just a very finesse freaking. He's mobile too, but I think he's afraid that he's going to hurt his leg again.
He never runs. That's true. I could see where that could be a problem.
He's mobile.
I know. I've seen him run.
Anyway.
He used to be pretty scary when he did that, actually. So.
Man, I don't know if we discussed this, but there ain't nobody running on this team. I think it's going to be the number one rush defense.
Yeah. I want to still be able to run.
Unless they get us on third down, then they could tire out the run defense. But
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like the corners.
Yeah.
But because you got Demon now. I don't know about the depth at DB, though. But the starters are good.
Yeah. You
Ronaldo, Green, Demo, and then Upton Stout, he's going to be good.
Yeah.
But he's a rookie, so.
Did you mention Ronaldo? Yeah, we got a few. We may have.
I like Ronaldo Green. I think he's going to be better this year.
Ronaldo was good last year. I suspect he's going to be really good this year. Yeah. So.
That's what I would think. And you got Demo to learn from, who's a freaking dog. He should have been like should have been in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
But I think the run defense made him look worse. Like, if the run defense was better, he would have been in.
Well, and also the pass rush. Now, you figure it's going to be that secondary is going to benefit from that as well. So there's no telling what's going to happen now.
Yeah.
You got no lanes to throw.
I'm curious about the pass rush because we don't have good pass rushers besides both. Matos is pretty good. I don't know how he is on setting the edge.
Yeah, Michael's going to be able to set the edge.
Once you stop the run,
his moves on the line to get that quarterback. We'll see. Remember, still got Mustafa.
I mean, if Mike Green wasn't so, I don't know. The Chiefs didn't even take Mike Green, so you know that's kind of sketchy.
So he's got something really wrong with him.
Or the Sea Pigeons. I love how CJ West said, "Oh, he's not going to block me."
Yeah, I know.
That new first-round pick, yeah.
Watch a clip of CJ, and you'll see what he's talking about. He's not just talking trash. CJ's dangerous. I love this guy. Well, I can't wait to see him in action.
That's my favorite pick. When they got him, I'm like, that's the best pick. I like McHale. I thought it was a good, safe pick. Albert Collins is huge, but he's not. Is he injured?
I don't know. Did he get injured? I don't know. I forgot to read up on what happened to him at Texas. I don't think he got injured a lot, though. That guy's a big man.
All right.
And he ain't fat. That's right.
Yeah.
Tommy, got to go, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy.
All right.
Listen. Happy Mama's Day. I'll see you Monday.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I hope she gets her card in the mail. She's in Florida, so.
All right. All right, Tommy. Have a great night. Appreciate you, family.
All right.
All right.
You too.
Thanks.
Later.
Yeah. Let's go get us some Ellis. Ellis. E. Watch E roll in here. I do that all the time now because Ellis, come on in, man.
What's happening?
I'm in here like I'm like, you know how you go into the party and everybody you know is already in the party walking. I didn't know you was gonna be. Get on me, man. Give me some. Get in there. You know, I'm looking at the coaches yesterday at that same field. I seen Robert Saleh come back, and I see that he brought his boy with him, Boyer, special teams coach, Klay Kubiak. I got. The thing is, Clay's going to be sharing duties with Kyle, so I ain't worried about that too much. I need Klay to bounce off Kyle so he can say, Kyle, I don't really think that's going to be a good idea. Let me show you, Coach, what I mean why that won't work, and this is probably better. I need a guy that will take the X's and O's and moves them around from Kyle. If he has respect for Kubiak, we'll be all right. But what did you take from that meeting yesterday?
I mean, it definitely got me a boost of confidence. You know, seeing the demeanor. You know, of Klay, he looked real serious.
Yeah.
So did Boyer. Saleh, you know, looked like himself. He looked very much relieved, and I think he's excited. You know, he gets to come back to such a familiar environment and everything. Yep. I think it really, you know, just enhances his approach, you know, to the team and, you know, his duties for the year. And, you know, hell, I hope he'll stay at least 2 years, you know.
Because you know the kids love being back.
Get a head coach job.
Yeah.
Yeah. His you know, his family is familiar, and, you know, just you know, even like, you know, Richard Sherman. That's why, you know, Sherman was still maintained, you know, such a high regards and respect for, you know, the organization, is because of how we take care of our players and stuff like that. So, you know, not everybody's used to that, and, you know, it's a great place to be. You know what I mean? So I think as a whole, you know, with the players and stuff like that, I was glad to hear Boyer talking about the special teams. I think the special teams are going to take a you know,
look a little different look,
a drastic leap in approach, you know, to that phase of the game. And, you know, that in turn would just benefit us as a whole, you know what I mean? You know, we'll get, you know, more stops, you know, better, you know, opportunities to, you know, make plays. We'll have guys that are just more hungry, more determined, you know, rookies, and you need that. You're serious as your mentor who mentors you, you know, in a game that you play or profession that you're in. You know, you carry the same intensity as the ones that are over you, or, you know, that are
you want to measure
teaching
up.
you and stuff like that you're going to, So I think guys are going to definitely, raise the intensity and be on that same page with him. And from what I hear today, things. I mean, I was a little concerned that Alfred Collins didn't practice. I don't know what his injury's looking like. We need to get some more details on that because if they drafted a guy who's hurt and who can't come right from the giddy up, I'm be straight pissed because if that's the case.
Did you hear the reason though? Because CJ was out too. CJ's got a foot thing going on. I don't know what's going on with Alfred. I didn't know Alfred was out today.
Alfred Collins was dressed, but he did not participate.
Oh yeah. They may have little.
Maybe that's what you're talking about. You might be talking about Alfred Collins. CJ.
He was on the field.
No, CJ was on the field. He was doing drills today.
Oh, okay. So somebody got that mixed up. Okay. So Alfred's the one with the foot or whatever. That's a big dude. I guess I can see the foot problems. They always do.
Yeah.
I hope it ain't Eric Armstead's please.
Yeah, that plantar fasciitis or all those just foot injuries. That's what happens when you're big and tall like that. Your legs and everything goes out. So people think it's all big and it's all it's what it's cracked up to be 6'5" and up. And it's like shit. No, your knees and your ankles and your limbs, start going out before everybody else, and you'll be walking around like you're stepping on hot coals for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Because you got all the aches and pains down there. But man, look, the receiver from was it Justin Watkins? I was hearing he was looking good. I didn't hear anything about the kid from Washington State. Remember I told you about my stepson, Michael Wortham Jr. He's been playing he was playing for Eastern Washington for the last couple of years, but he hit the portal, and he's on Washington State now. So I'm gonna be pushing him heavy. Y'all look out for him, Michael Wortham Jr. at Washington State. He had a lot of first team honors and stuff this past year. On special teams. He plays quarterback, wide receiver, running back. He can even play DB, but he's played quarterback all his life. You know what I mean? But he's such a diverse athlete. He can play all these other positions and at a really high level. So I'm excited to see if he's able to. Try to squeeze in the draft this coming year, but I'm gonna be looking out for him.
I don't know. Is he gonna be in the draft?
Go ahead.
All right.
Well, no, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. We'll see what happens this year. With Washington State, he had over 1,000 yards, all-purpose yards this past year. I think I want to say he had almost 1,000 yards just in a return, as a special team or punt and kick returner. Mm-hmm. So if they think Junior Bergen is good, y'all go run the tape on Michael Wortham Jr. Watch his Eastern Washington tape.
Let me write his name down. His name is what? Michael
Wortham. WORTHAM. Wortham Jr.
All right.
Yeah, he was getting busy over there at Eastern Washington on the kickoff. They kind of they kind of had their favorites over there as far as quarterback, but they had him in some plays. He played running back though mostly last year, and did really well. But I think he's got a lot more opportunities with Washington State, and they want to give him an opportunity. And so I think they saw some stuff in him when they played against each other last year. So I think he's going to have a really good shot this year. They're having him at wide receiver, and he'll be playing, I think, some special teams as well. And they'll probably throw him in on some QB packages and stuff like that. They should, because the boy got an arm, for real. I've been watching him. Awesome. I've been watching him since he was 9. So he can play.
All right.
He can play for real. So anyway, yeah, man, I'm excited, man. So we're gonna be good.
Sounds awesome.
We're gonna be good, man. Yeah, man.
Alrighty.
Oh, hey, look, hey, Johnny hit a game-winning. I think I told you the other day on Tuesday, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
you did it
man.
Today?
I'm telling you. Look, I posted the video. Just check it out when you get some time. Jump on my page. Yes. I got the whole play. You know what I'm saying? Her, the game-winning homer, man. That's back-to-back home run. Shout out to fam, though. Y'all know what it is. Man, you kidding me? My voice was gone for about 24 hours. Shout out to fam. Hit that like and subscribe. You know you at. Wipe your feet. Shout out Tony Tone and the Dragon family. Shout out Brian. Shout out Stephen, Casey, Frank, Donut, Tanisha, and man, all the family. You know what it is. Shout out to chat. Y'all know who you are, man. Peace and love as always. And go Niners.
All right. Appreciate you, Ellis. All right, fam. Have a great night. I'll see you,
Shout out to you in production, fam.
Thanks.
All right. Appreciate it. Peace.
All right. Tommy says, see, Jim every Niner fears the Niners run defense. A lot of people are going to do that this year. I got a feeling, too. Knuckles and Sonic is the big test, though. I'm going to tell you, anybody can stop that run attack. The Falcons' running game is the second thing you want to do. You can stop those two running games. You can stop any running game in the league. Steven.
What's happening, Ronbo?
Steven, man, I'm just, celebrating the fact that we got 3 solid coaches this year. I just think it's going to make a big difference. We got a whole fresh new outlook on we got rid of some of the things we needed to get rid of, and we brought in some stuff we probably need to have. They got to prove themselves, but I got a lot of faith in this year's team. But what did you take from that conference yesterday with all 3 coaches?
Man,
if you've taken it in.
It's tough. It's tough because I want to have hope for Robert Saleh, man, just because we got a lot of history with him.
Yeah.
Kyle, I hope it's different. He's got a lot of offensive talent around him. What I find strange, though, is that they signed, what's his name, Curtis Rourke to a 4-year deal.
But he's got a rookie contract. Everybody gets a 4-year deal, though. But go ahead.
I swear to God, I thought it was a 3-year, but
I just want to understand why they made a write-up on that one. I said, every rookie gets 4 years. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, though.
But, what I'm excited for, too, is the fact that I've seen something that showed that we signed 2 offensive linemen to a 1-year deal, one from the Philadelphia Eagles and one from the Titans.
Yeah.
And the one from the Eagles played last year.
What?
And if I'm going to say, I think he's a guard. And they signed him to a 1-year deal. Let me see. I know I have it here somewhere because I was checking it out. I was like, no way.
Yeah, because they had a decent offensive line last year. Maybe he's like Javon Hargrave. He was the one the Eagles said, we can afford to let him go. And we know what happened with that. Javon, we could afford to let him go, too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Javon was just not what we were hoping he was.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the really shitty part, too, is because we were really hoping on him.
Oh, everybody was.
And the Niners let a lot of stuff slide. They said, you know what, we're going to miss out on the draft. We're not really going to look in that direction just because we have him now. He's the missing link. And unfortunately, he remained to be the link that was missing from that defense that showed any type of promise. He was just, unfortunately, was mediocre. That's putting it lightly.
Yeah.
But, we picked up a guy from the Tennessee Titans, an offensive line, and from the Eagles. And the guy from the Eagles played last year with them in actual, regular season games. I don't know about postseason. I'm pretty sure he played postseason because I don't see why he wouldn't. But he signed a 1-year deal with the Niners, and I'm excited for that. We've got, what's his name, too? Drew Moss. I'm excited to see him work.
He's just interior lineman. Were there any tackles? Good tackles are never.
I think the one from Philly
never running around free. Who?
Oh no, I think the offensive lineman that we picked up from Philly, I think he's a center.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen now because we were begging for offensive linemen. Now they went into the draft. They got one guy in the draft.
And they're picking up bodies everywhere now. This is the 49ers. This is their style. They start picking up people nobody ever heard of that aren't playing or were, just at home doing nothing.
Hey, I'm cool with it. As long as they guard Brock Purdy and Brock Purdy hits those dots like he did the last 2 seasons, I'm okay. Let them guard him. Let him throw. No. Give him time. Give him real time, ample enough time to really send the NFL message.
Yeah, I don't want bailing out of the pocket. As soon as he gets the ball, he's got to hustle out of there because he knows here comes the defender because Jake Bendel's sitting there. Oops, sorry, Brock, look out. Come on, Jake. God, what are you, man, come on. So,
that guy looks too scary. Sorry, sorry, Purdy.
He's got to, come on.
Thanks for the truck, though. You be smooth.
Oh, man. So, yeah, we need to have some.
and you know what sucks too, man? We were just talking about Drake Jackson. God damn, man. But it is what it is. He failed. That was physical.
That's the last guy. Did you hear that mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
Jake's the last misery of the 2022 draft.
That's crazy. You know what's sad about it, too, is that
what a waste.
I think the entire draft class of 2022 is probably the worst draft class
of all time,
ever.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you've never seen bigger flops than 2022.
Not so many.
Which is crazy.
All of them. Well, Womack wasn't that bad. But,
No, he wasn't. Womack wasn't bad. But you know what? He could have been better. There was a lot of talent that...
That's always the case.
Just bounced off of it. You know what I mean? But Drake Jackson, man, had he just been healthy, man, he would have been something special.
Yeah. Well, now, see, he's going to leave. He's going to get waived. I mean, we waived him. Let's see who picks him up. Watch Drake have a great year next year, just so everybody can get pissed off. Because Drake, where was all this earlier?
How much you want to bet he's going to go to Denver?
Maybe.
I have a feeling he's going to go to Denver.
Doesn't Denver have people coming off the edge?
Yep. If they're willing to pick him up for cheap, and I mean dirt cheap, we'll get him.
Oh, no, anybody can pick him up dirt cheap. This is Drake's last year, right? He's still on a rookie contract? Or do you have to sign him?
I believe.
This must be.
Yeah, last year.
22. Yeah, right, 25. 26. Yeah. So Drake's going to be, he'll get picked up quickly because that's an expiring contract and it's not expensive. But he's got to go in there and show people, I can play football. Don't listen to 49er fans. So we'll see what he looks like, because everybody's going to be watching him.
Like, it's unfortunate, man, because we all had real high hopes for him. We really did.
We needed him.
Absolutely. Like, just what he showed during preseason where he got those 3 sacks, consecutive 3 back-to-back sacks.
Man, the Steelers couldn't do nothing with it.
Like, we were just like, man. And again, unfortunately, Niners, like you said, couldn't do nothing with him. And I don't know if it's because we had an incompetent defensive coordinator, Nick Sorensen, or he just wasn't what we thought he was.
Yeah. Steven,
it's really unfortunate, but
yeah, we got a bookmark. Well, listen, I tell you what, happy Mama's Day, and give the rest of the family, everybody's love. And I'll see you Monday. We're gonna make sure that you, Steven, take care of your wifey this weekend instead of talking football like we all have a problem with. I mean, I was
even when I do
told.
take care of her, I talk about football. I'm like, man, you have no idea how excited about the season, man.
I know. I mean, I got the same problem.
It's a special season.
All right. I'll see you Monday.
I'll see you Monday, Ronbo. You have a good night.
You too. Thanks, Steven. Hey, yo, Brian, as the law rolls in.
49ers red and gold. I'm still rocking the Niners till I'm dead and cold. Shout their name across from the Mid-South because the law still says, know your role and shut your damn mouth. What it is, Ronbo, man, you a hard brother to catch up with. I'll be over there, I done fell asleep.
No, I don't want you to do that.
I'll catch him next week.
Let me wake you up with this joke then. As Texas Boy says, Micah Parsons will get paid before Brock Purdy. And you know what? Jerry Jones is worse than the 49ers when it comes to paying his people. Jerry will wait till the last minute in a heartbeat with everybody he's ever paid. Now, this is going to be an interesting contest. Are the 49ers going to pay Brock before Micah? I guarantee it. So, Texas Boy, no. Micah Parsons somewhere in September may get paid, but Brock's getting paid before, from what I understand, it's pretty much a done deal. July and August is the latest it can possibly happen. But, yeah. Hey, Cynthia.
Yeah, well, as I've been saying, Brock Purdy has an agent, and his agent got to do his job.
Well, he does, but
he's gonna do his job.
You know, Nick's agent tried to pull that number. Nick told him to back down to. Sometimes a player will tell an agent when to step off. I like that. Solomon Thomas that year came in. I mean, the first day of practice, Solomon Thomas told his agent to back up and stop. And they do.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ronbo, I mean, he's going to get $50 million. Like I said, he's been on minimum wage the last. He's gonna get in the 50s, you know. So either the thing is, who's he gonna get it from? Is he gonna get it from us, or is he gonna get it from another team? But he's gonna get it.
He's not going anywhere. Although the way they talk about the backup quarterbacks, but they feel. I mean, Mac Jones sit back there saying, "Yeah, I should be running this club by week 3."
Right.
Mac, boy, you was sit down and hush. But what did you get from the coaches yesterday?
Mm-hmm. I thought that they sound like they got a they sound like they got a plan. I'm kind of interested to see how.
That's what I took away from it as well. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of interested to see how the special teams. How is he gonna? How is he gonna steer his mojo? I'm saying he's
special teams coach. I can tell.
I'm really so Jake better get his stuff together.
Oh, he likes Jake too. Well, he loves him some Jake.
Yeah,
he talked about Jake like Jake was the greatest coach, a kicker ever out of college. I said
he love him. He love him, Ronbo. He love him now because he ain't kicking no field goals right now. He love him now.
He heard it.
Wait till we get in the season.
Yeah.
And it come down, and the game will come down to a field goal.
It's wide right, and the 49ers have lost the game by 1 point. Stay tuned after the post-game show as we're going to talk to Coach Kyle Shanahan about his problem with Jake Moody.
Jake got going suicide. Got to put Jack put Jake in witness protection. He'd be getting all suicidal.
We making jokes now, but Brian, that is not funny during the game. God, that's maddening. Ooh.
Ronbo, it was Andre Dillard and Nicholas Petit-Frere. Those are the two offensive linemen we picked up.
Ah, okay. I'll check into them. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steven.
Yeah.
And Nicholas is 6'5".
Okay. His pad level. All right.
Yeah, I know one of them was supposed to be like a former first round pick. I don't know if it's
how those guys end up.
Yeah.
Andre Dillard was former first rounder.
All right.
6'5", 316.
All right. It's funny how these guys end up somehow lounging about or lost. Why would a first round pick be available? Does that concern you, Brian? That always worries me. How'd that happen?
Yeah. I thought that kind of concerned me. And also, Rumble, let me switch topics for a minute. Okay. I wish the other guy that does the 49ers, Chase, I think his name's Chase.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That does the other 49er on YouTube. Yeah. Chase, I think Chase need to stop with these rumors, we going to get this player, like that. And, they got us tagging with Javon Clowney. I'm like, no, sir. Javon is too damn old. No. No. He could have came to us. He could have came to us
4 or 5 years ago
when he was in his prime, but he took his funky ass over to Seattle. Yeah. He went to Seattle. He think he's still trying to chase the bag. I'm like, man, dog, you are old.
That. It's old.
So I'm like, no, it's too late. No, we don't want you. No.
Are they firing him, or is he leaving on his own?
He got cut. They let him go. Javon Clowney, they released him. So he was with Carolina. Yeah, they released him.
Yeah, he was. Oh, when you get released from the Panthers, well, like we're saying, his time is up.
But ever since he's been in the league, Ronbo, I mean, he ain't been with the team a long period of time.
I know he's been. 2,
maybe 3 years at the most. He's a journeyman. He's a journeyman edge rusher. Just thinking, he's with Cleveland and he's with the Titans, and so.
And remember, he started with the Texans.
We don't want him.
Him and JJ. I remember that year when him and JJ got together. And said, "Oh hell no, really? Wow, They got Clowney on one side and JJ on the other. That didn't work out that well though.
Yeah.
So, we'll see about it.
So I'm like, no, we don't want him. No, stop.
You know, if he worked for the vet
don't
minimum,
even make a union.
You know,
Say what now?
if he worked for the vet minimum, I might think about it. Because you know what? We got Gross Matos if to rush a pass rusher while Mikel is going to be tearing up things otherwise. I hope Mikel learns some technique, though, as far as rushing the passer. Because I heard he's just a tough guy with long arms.
Right.
And so.
Ronbo, I would, the only way I would even blink an eye is if they give him like a 1 year prove it deal for the cheap.
For 500,
that's it.
500,000.
Since we're saving, since we saving salary. If you really want to be on this team, you get a 1 year prove it deal. You know, whatever you don't work out, you kick rocks.
Yeah. If not, hang the phone up. I know.
Hang the phone up. Right.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, you've never been with a team long term anyway. So
got hurt a lot.
So I'm like, no.
Yeah. He might have been overrated a little bit because there's no reason why a guy that's supposedly as good as he thinks he is should be going around from team to team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I never known him to get even double digit sacks. Have you?
He's at 8 and 9. But you're right. I'm trying to remember. He had to have at least 110. I don't know. I mean, I just as well keep what's his name, Leonard.
He
Floyd.
might have had 1 year. I never, we're the last. I mean, I never known him to get like, 12, 13, 14 sacks. I'm thinking like, no,
that's not going to do. Well, fam, we got to go, Brian. I'll tell you what, we're not going to be here Sunday. We're going to come back Monday, so people can take loving care of their mom, their wife, or whoever's having, Mama's Day. All right.
Yeah. All right, Ronbo. Happy Mother's Day to the 49er faithful. Shout out to production. The law is out.
There he goes. The man of the South. Night, fam. All right. So tonight, short and sweet, and start loving mom right now. And make sure to look up Alice's stepson, Michael Wortham Jr. It'll be nice to have a connection like that with a potential star coming in the NFL with all the skills he has, as Ellis pointed out. So, and whenever you get a time, make sure to go to Rudy's show and heckle him until he throws you out. It's actually a merit to be thrown out of Rudy's show. A lot of people already told me they went to Rudy's show and did what his people do to us. And he throws him out immediately. Rudy, Rudy, if you can't stand the heat, what the hell are you doing up in the kitchen? And by the way, Rudy, you set yourself up for those assassination attempts. You can run around here talking trash and carrying on. What do you expect? God. Anyway, fam, as I say, wishing your mom a happy Mother's Day. Smooth, we love you, man. We can't wait to hear from you again on Monday as well. And, I'm telling you right now, I'm pumped about the coaches. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Leadership is where it starts. If they look shaky, then you know the team's going to be shaky. We've proven that already how many times? God. Don't forget to subscribe, fam, so I can find you when it's time to talk more Niner football. Niners!